build our Facebook campaign for motivated sellers. Okay, don't overthink this. Follow me step by step. It's really that simple. You don't have to overthink it. Advertising in Facebook ads, depending upon the market, can be very, very tricky, right? Advertising is not easy, but we are dealing with a very narrow segment of the population, people that want to sell their homes, all right? And so if you just focus on that, you can be a winner too. All right. So once we start our campaign, all right, they give you choices. Facebook has just changed these recently. They went down from about 12 or 14 down to these six. Campaign objectives, awareness and traffic and engagement and leads and app promotion and sales. Okay. And then people start to think, well, I want traffic and I want awareness. No, no, no. What do you want? You want people to come in and trade their information in order to be spoken to about selling their home, right? That's a lead, okay? We want leads. Facebook knows more about you than you know about yourself. They know the people that are in the market to buy or sell a house, or more likely, and they are going to put your ads in front of people that are interested in your products more often than not. Okay, I know we'll quickly jump on the second awareness. The awareness campaigns are for people to be aware of you. All right, so if you do that, Facebook is going to put your ads in front of people that are just are people that look and look in tire kickers, right? That's what they do. All right, people that just sit on Facebook all day long and scroll. Traffic people, all right. It's going to get people that click on everything, right? So they're going to put your ads in front of people that click and click and click. All right, there are serial clickers. If you've been in this business for a while, you know that, right? Your leads fill up with all kinds of just serial, clickers. People that just fill out every form, that they just click buttons to see. We don't want that. All right, engagement. They're going to put your ads in front of people that respond and chime in, and that's all well and good. These are not bad things necessarily. We want people to engage, but people that engage are not leads. We want people that are willing to give you their information because they need your help. So we're going to go with leads. Continue, all right? We never really, really want to go with recommended settings. Some businesses, maybe. I'm not proficient enough in other businesses, but right now, I'm going to say no. Recommended settings make money for Facebook. We want to make money for us. And in real estate, we have a lot of legalities that we have to follow by. And it's not legal rules, Facebook rules. And they don't mesh well with the recommended settings for the real estate world. So we want manual leads campaign. Okay. Leads, ads have three parts, right? You have your whole campaign, then you have your ad set, which can have multiple ads in it, and then you have your actual ad, all right? So we start over here at the top in our leads campaign. We're going to name this leads campaign. All right. I typically like to name them. If it's for a customer or a client, I'll put like their name or identifier in there so we know. All right. But if it's for our own, I like to put the location and the date and the type. Right. So we'll just make this right now for Virginia. So we're gonna do we'll do Virginia and May 4, 2025, and the type is going to be we're going to do a landing page, right, as opposed to a lead form. So now we're going to come down here, special ad categories. You have to categorize your ads, okay? You have to choose it. If you don't, you're going to get your ad account disabled, and then eventually they'll turn it off and you won't be able to get it back. Why fight the system? It is what it is. All right, so these are for housing, right? So we're going to just categorize it as housing, and then we don't worry, how does this help? It doesn't really help anybody, okay? But we're going to leave it as it is. Bidding type, auction, we're fine. All right, campaign objective, we already chose we want leads. All right, active campaign budget. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we use the active campaign budget. It works. You can set your budget for $20 to $30 per day, and that's a good place to start for most. Okay. If you are narrowly targeting a small area, like if we're going to go just for the Hampton Roads area, the leads are probably going to be $60 to $80 per lead. You may want to increase that budget a little bit. All right. If we're going nationwide or covering multiple states, which is what I like to do now more often than not, the leads could be anywhere from $6 to $20, right? So you're going to get a bunch of leads. $20 to $25 is a good start. I wouldn't go much more than that, because then you'll, if you spend, if you say you're going to spend, $50 or $100 to start with, and the ads are just not working, $50 or $100 is going to go away in a minute. At $25, you get a good idea, and then you can readjust your ads as you need to. All right, we're not going to do any A/B testing. And then we're going to go to next. Now it's going to bring us to the ad set. All right, actually, it didn't go all the way through, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy, because I like to make my ad sets the same name anyway. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to go to next. There we go. Now it brings us to the ad set. All right. Okay, same ad set. So this is where we can choose how we're going to interact with our potential lead, right? The instant forms generate leads to your website and calls, instant forms alone, messenger, Instagram, calls. There's all different ways. They all kind of work. The instant forms work really well, all right? Why? Because it's just simple. When someone's clicking through and it's the instant forms are part of Facebook, so it literally just opens like another page. It's really, really simple. The problems that you have is that it's almost too simple. So your instant forms have to be really detailed. You have to ask a lot of questions to weed out a lot of people. Otherwise, you just end up with a lot of just fillers, right? But they work. We've done a lot of deals right off the instant forms. Your website, just as good. It's good to drive traffic to your website, because then Google and the all-seeing eyes out there see that your website is getting traffic, and then if people are filling out the forms and submitting it, that's good. They recognize the Google and the infinite wisdom of the internet gods, right? They recognize that your website is providing value because people are interacting with it, and it raises your score with your rankings. So website is good. So today we're going to do a website conversion. All right, we want to come down here. Here's your choice: maximize number of conversions. You can choose different things here, right? Maximize number of impressions, reach, link clicks. This is where people get a lot of hook. They get hung up, right? I want clicks. I want clicks. Clicks mean nothing. Clicks don't pay you. Okay, we don't want to worry about clicks. Not in Facebook leads. Okay. Maximize number of landing page views. That's all well and good. This is like a click. People viewing my page don't do anything for me. All right. So now we're down here to value of conversions or number of conversions. Value of conversions, you have to put some other data in there, and you have to figure out how much your each lead is worth to you, and the number of conversions. We want to maximize the number of people that are going to see the ad, click on that ad, input their data, and expect us to call them back about their property, right? So it should automatically default to maximize number of conversions. If it's not, you can fix it, but you want to leave it there. Okay. Here's your pixel information. All right, track actions that people take on your website. You really, really want to track it. Okay. What tracking does is that it helps maximize, I can point to my computer, like you can see that, right? It helps Facebook figure out the number of conversions, right? And then it also helps you later on, because now you can start to build your audience so that you can retarget, right? So we're going to go down here. I have a bunch of pixels in here. For this one here, we're going to choose the my business, Academy Home Buyers. All right, and what do we want? We want a lead, active events. We want a lead. Boom, done. Okay, so your conversion data set is the pixel, all right, which I've shown you how to do the pixel. And if you click on some of the links below this video, I have a course on how to do the pixel, all right. And then you choose what's important to you. What's important to you is that it's a lead, okay. So there's your data set, and you can set that up right here. If you don't have it, it'll prompt you to say, hey, start the data set, also known as the pixel, or previously known as the pixel. Down here, here's what we do want. It's default to off. All right. I don't know why it's default to off, because it works really good. Dynamic creative, we do want that. All right. We want dynamic creative. Dynamic creative really, really works pretty well. I'll show you that in the ad in a minute. Okay. But what it does is it takes a combination of creatives and a combination of copy and matches them up with your potential lead in a way that they think is most likely to elicit that response of interacting with your ad and filling out the form. Okay, it really, really works pretty well. It comes down here to audiences. Okay, we are in the housing category. You really can't do anything with your audiences. You really can't do much with your targeting audience. What you can do, all right, and this is what we do in our business, and when I started doing this, it changed it dramatically, okay, is we can exclude people, okay? And you say, what? We want to exclude people. The goal of this Facebook ad, right, is to get new people to see our ad and interact with it and give us their information. So just picture the your Google ads is sort of like going out in your little motorboat and you're going to go fishing, and you drop your anchor and you drop your line and it goes down, and you pick up a fish and you throw it down and you drop it down and you drop it down. It's going into the same pool. It's going into the same, you're just going into that same spot, and whatever fish are just around there, they're just going to continue to see. So the same fish, you're going to see that same hook, and they're going to see that same line, and all right, and the ones that didn't bite before aren't going to bite again, right? So what we want to do is we want to exclude those fish from seeing it, right? So when we exclude people, it forces Facebook to move that boat to the next little spot and drop the line. And it takes out a lead, and then it moves the boat to the next spot and drops down a line. And you're always showing your ad to the most number of new people possible, right? Which is different from when we want to do our retargeting, which is then we want to focus on the fish that have seen our ads before, so they keep seeing it, maybe they'll bite, all right? But otherwise, if you don't exclude people, what happens is you're just dropping the line, and half the people have seen it already and they didn't like it, and half the people are new, and half the people have seen it and half the people are new. Well, if you didn't want it, I don't want to show it to you again. So we exclude. So we add exclude. So we make sure we click on that exclude button, and then make sure we're working not in the include, in the exclude, and then we have to create some audiences. All right. So if you want help with this, you click the buttons below. I have a course for it. I've made videos on it. You can search it on YouTube and find it. Okay, you're going to make custom audiences, all right? I want to exclude people that have interacted with my Facebook page in the last 30 days. I want to exclude people that have with my Instagram in the last 30 days. I want to exclude people that have opened some of my forms. I want to, oops, am I in the include section? No, I'm still in the exclude. I want to exclude people that have visited my website, right? I want people that don't know about Academy Home Buyers to see Academy Home Buyers and say, wow, I think I want to work with Academy Home Buyers, right? And that's good enough. Opened and submitted a form in the last 90 days, right? There's a handful of audiences I make. That's good enough for now. Location. Make sure you pick your location. All right, this is a big one, and this happens. It's happened to me. It's happened to people all the time, and especially if you're just making a new ad and you get out there and you got your $500 a day budget and you didn't set your location, and now you're getting leads in Oshkosh. All right. Meanwhile, you can only do business in Norfolk. Okay, big difference. All right, so we're going to set this for Virginia, right? I'm looking to buy houses in Virginia, and I'm also a licensed real estate agent in Virginia. So even if I can't necessarily buy the house, sometimes I can turn it into a referral on an agent side and make some money out of it. So I'll stick with the entirety of Virginia. I change it here and there. The problem is, like most states, a good portion of Virginia is just dead land, right? So you get leads in the middle of nowhere, all right? You couldn't pay me to take that house. But we'll take it from there. So we're going to go to Virginia. You get the idea. You can make it anything you want. So there we go. So we're looking for people in the state of Virginia. We really can't change any of this because it's housing and you don't want to. All right, gender, we don't want to change anything. Detailed targeting, you can throw in some targeting. People that are interested in this and this and this. We have found through running all of our ads, and I have a mentor and I deal with them, and you always get a mentor, right? There's always someone better than you at what you're doing. And we've all kind of found that Facebook knows already that detailed targeting doesn't really matter, okay? Placements, advantage placements. Advantage placements is already set for you. Turn it off, okay? We have to edit this, all right? We do not want advantage placements. Advantage placements are an advantage for Facebook and not for you in the real estate realm. We want manual placements. Okay, the only thing that really works is your feeds. Okay, Facebook feed, profile feed, Instagram feed, marketplace, not so much, doesn't really work. Video feed, no, not really works. All right, Facebook right column, no. Explore, no. Business Explore, no. Stories and Reels, they work. Okay, so it's feeds and Reels. You don't want stories so much. You just want the Reels. All right, no one. The stories are different. They just don't pick the right people. So you want your Reels, in-stream ads for videos and Reels. Hit or miss. All right, you believe it or not, the search results you don't want. They don't really work so well. Apps and sites you don't want. Okay, so you want your feeds and Reels. So make sure we got feeds and Reels. Stories, just take your money. Close. Okay. Now we're on to our ad. Okay, so you've seen in the past, I'm sure, you've been doing this for a bit. Up here with your campaign and your ad set, you would have an ad set and you'd have multiple ads under your ad set. We don't do that anymore because we use the dynamic creative. All right, so in years past, you would have this ad set and you would have 5 to 10 ads under it, and an ad, a creative and a copy, and a creative and a copy, and you mix it around. With the dynamic creative, that's being done for you automatically. Okay, it's really pretty good. Okay, so we're going to name this ad Virginia 5.4.25 for today, and then which we call landing page, right? So we're going to do the landing page. Up here, we're going to go down to the next line, partnership ads. If this is on, turn it off, okay? The only thing is a partnership with other people in your wallet, and it doesn't work. We don't want partnership ads. Okay, connect your Facebook page and your Instagram account if you have them. All right, if not, it'll prompt you to link them up. All right, the creative source, we don't want the catalog, all right? Okay, you want manual upload, okay? We're going to do the single image or video. We're not doing a carousel. Carousel is good for a storefront. And buy this or buy this or buy this or buy this. No. We buy houses for cash, or we take over payments, right? We want a single image, and single video. Multi-advertiser ads. Turn this off. Okay, that is a money thief. Okay, you should make a grand larceny complaint against that. All right, they just put your ads out of the places and charge you. So now we come down here and we're going to select our images. This is going to be static images. All right. Let's take a look here. We're going to upload. And you know what? I didn't download them yet. That's the issue. We're going to go over here. I have some creatives here that we have. And we're going to download, and download, and download, download. All right, these are a few. If you would like access to these, click down below. I got a little creative and copy deal going on. You can get some of these things done for you. Makes life a little easier. All right, so now we're gonna go here to upload, and it should be right here in the downloads, right? And we're just gonna go boop, 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 boop. Okay, so now we're going to click. We can do 10. I'm only gonna do 5. We'll do 10 because I got other things here. So we get 5, and then let's see what else we got here. You can choose different things. Do this one, and then let's take a look here. I'm just gonna throw some in here so we get up to 10. What you really want to do is make sure that your pictures align with your ad, right? So if you're going for inherited, all the pictures should be related to inherited, right? If you can. If you're going for distressed house, all the pictures should be, all your creative should be for distressed house. If you're going for distressed homeowner, all your pictures or your creative should relate to distressed homeowner, right? You should keep them kind of grouped together. But as you can see, so we put 10 of these here. Right down here, the whole purpose of dynamic creative is to optimize the creative for each person, and it's defaulted off. Make sure that you click to default it on. All right, we want that on. The whole purpose of dynamic creative is that. I don't understand why it's defaulted off, but okay. So now we'll go over here. You want some things. Let's take a look here. Control C. My headlines. Control V. We can put a bunch of different headlines in here. So now let's go. Whoop, wrong button. Let's go over here, and then we'll go Control C. See how simple this is? It really, like anybody can do this. We're gonna add another one, Control V. Now we'll go to here, and we'll go down here. Again, if you want some stuff done for you like this, click below, and we have it done for you. Oops, Control V. You can put 5 of these in. Control C. Control V. Oops. I don't want just a face. There we go. And we'll do one more. We'll go here. This is mostly inherited. In my stuff there, I had them grouped mostly. Every so often you get ideas and you put them in, and you don't put them in the right spot. So that's our headline. Okay, so now we're going to come over here, and then we're going to go back up, and we'll just start taking some of the ad. Boop. Didn't do the whole thing. There we go. See? Now we go to the description. Primary text. Control V. Boom. Look at that. I'll go over here. Control C. Control V. Let's go over here. C. Control V. 3 out of 5. 2 more. Control C. Control B. And one more here, right? Control C. And Control V. Now for your description, we typically use one description for everything. All right, this is the description I kind of use. I tweak it every so often, but I bring it down here at the bottom of our sheet. Here's our description, and click the Learn More button to find out how much we can offer you. There's absolutely no obligation, no pressure. It's not as important as you think, and we do one there. So we do one for our description, and there we go. Boom. Get right so we don't have problem. You can put 5 of them in there. There's no reason you can't put 5. We usually just put 1. Make some more up. Write some up and add them in there. Now, where are we going to send our people? All right, we're going to send our people to my website. There we go, Academy Home Buyers. So we're going to go Command C, and we're going to go over here to Command V, and that's where we're going to send our people. And then the display link is going to be the same. I want to send it right there. I want people to see that. Add on. We're not going to do the instant form right now. You got to give people one choice. All right, it's one thing, not 2. All right, so the instant forms do very well, and they're good. But for right now, we're not going to do any other add-ons. I've found that giving people too many choices, and they don't choose anything. They choose the third one, which is to leave. Okay. We want to track our website visitors. We want to track offline events. Same thing. The URL parameters is a whole nother. You can build a URL parameters. It's not terribly as important if you're just getting started. Okay, but it is good because you can then track where exactly everybody came to and went from on your website and whatnot. And that is just about it. Okay, we're almost done. I'll tell you why we're not done. Don't click publish just yet. Okay. One of the things that Facebook will do is it will spend all of your money today, regardless of what time it is. Okay, if we can see up here, if you're looking at my screen, it's around noon. It's a little too late to start this. If I have a $20 or $25 budget, by the end of today, Facebook will spend that budget, all right, regardless. So what you want to do here, okay, is go to your ad set and make sure that the ad set is off. Okay, we want the ad set off. We want the ad up here on. Okay, so now we can hit publish. Okay, so what's going to happen is now Facebook is going to review all of those ads, make sure that they're, within the Facebook guidelines. That may take, especially if you're new, all right, it may take several hours. If you have an established account, it could take, 20, 30 minutes, but it could take 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Okay, so now it's 5 o'clock and your ads are approved. Yay! And in the next 5 hours, Facebook's going to take all of your money. Okay, but as long as the ad is active, it will review it. And as long as the ad set is off, it won't spend your money. Okay, so that's it. If you learned anything from this video, please comment below. If you would like to have some more help with your ads, again, the links are down below. We offer help with creatives, with videos, with making your whole ad. We have some mentoring. There's a whole lot that we do to help you succeed in the real estate world. All right, until next time, have a great day.